Hi everyone and welcome to another bass singer reaction and analysis. Today we are going to be checking out Dream On, originally by Aerosmith. Of course, this is the VoicePlay cover. Now, I am absolutely swamped in the middle of an opera production right now, and I was not planning on doing 2 videos this week, but I was convinced by my patrons and by the boys of BSN, the Bass Singing Nation Discord server, that this is one that I really need to check out and break down. And shout out to Marwan for saying there was a little bit of dubstep influence, because he knows I'm a sucker for that and I can't resist. So here we go. Guys, please like the video, please subscribe to the channel. If you're getting a lot of value and insight from my analyses, please consider donating to my Patreon for as little as $1 a month. And one final plug, I am still raising money for my professional music video. We reached the 12,000, we got there, and now I'm raising an extra 3,000 to do a professionally made behind the scenes video that will be shot kind of secondarily on the day of the shoot. And we're actually already closing in on that goal as well. So if you want to help me bring that project to life, please consider throwing a few dollars that way. And without further ado, no more waiting around. Let's get down to business and see what's going on with this cover done by VoicePlay.
Every time I look in the mirror, all these lines on my face getting clearer.
That is already cool. I've mentioned this before. I am now open about saying VoicePlay is my favorite a cappella group because their arrangements are so creative. It's unbelievable how creative they are. So already we have a cool start to this. You know, the original starts with the instrumental. You know, electric guitar or whatever. And this is starting with just voice, just single voice Ellie, and then Caesar coming in as well. All right, let's see if they're doing it in the original key. I think the original key is F minor, and I think that's what they are here as well. I love that lower harmony by Caesar, though. That is such a cool addition to this introduction here.
In the mirror, all these lines on my face.
Oh, these lines on my face.
All these lines on my face getting clearer.
Getting clearer. Really nice, just a very simple, nice 2-part harmony happening. But with these 2 voices, I mean, it sounds so good. Oh, little riff.
The past is gone. It went by like
dusk to dawn.
Isn't that
Then they're featuring Omar again for this. I think the last one he did with them was Dragonborn Comes. He's very, very high tenor, very high, light voice tenor. I love that slide up and then he jumps in there. Also, they're doing a nice job with the panning. Again, this is something you won't hear in the mono version of my screen record, but if you go watch the original, you hear there's cool spacing between the voices within the stereoscopic image, how the voices are laid out. So before Omar comes in, we have Caesar left and Ellie right, I think. Check that.
getting clearer? The past is gone. It went
Omar comes in the middle.
It went by.
So B flat 4. So almost tenor high C for Omar there.
It went by like
Dusk to dawn.
Isn't that the way? Isn't that the way? Everybody's got their
A flat. Jeff started on an A flat there, I think.
Isn't that the way?
Maybe a G.
Isn't that the way? Isn't that the
Yeah. Where did he go there? Hold on.
Isn't that the way? Everybody.
It's to a C sharp. Oh. Okay. Let's see where this goes harmonically.
He's got their dues in life to pay.
Oh, that was really cool. So they did this Aeolian cadence walk up, or Jeff did, C sharp to E flat, F, and then back into this minor key of F minor. Really nice, really cool there. Gosh, that's the thing. Boy, I need to make exceptions for VoicePlay covers to do like hour-long videos because there's so much to pack into 30 minutes.
Isn't that the way? Everybody's got their dues in life to pay.
Oh. Oh. And a nice long sustained, almost barbershop kind of sustained cadence there, where there was a slow switching of chords. There was this riff that kept happening, but I think the pitches used in the riff was changing with how the chords were changing. That was very interesting, in a good way. Yeah. So as the chords were going up, the riff was also, it starts, and then he riffs all the way back down to the bottom of the scale there. Really, really nice. And again, like, this is what I love about VoicePlay. It's so radically different from the original, which is one of my favorite rock songs of all time. That's why I really wanted to do this video. It didn't take that much coercing from my patrons and Bass Singing Nation, because it's such a great original, and I'm always interested to see VoicePlay take on a big iconic piece like this, because they are risk takers. They are risk takers vocally and artistically, and I just have so much respect for that. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's right. We're meeting with a certain somebody to talk about social media for the Bass Gang. We're going to have a social media manager. I forgot about that meeting. Glad I set a reminder. Okay, here we go.
I know nobody knows where it comes and where it goes. I know it's everybody's sin. You got to lose to know how to win.
God, we're just getting into it. Oh, this is dangerous. I know. So F4, so not super high for him. Really a nicely suited voice for the solo here. He has really good vocal fold closure up there, so the sound is bright and it has cut. But then it relaxes as he goes down and gets a little bit more breathy. Really nice fit to take on Steven Tyler's solo. Omar there. And in the background, we pretty much just have ooze here. So there, again, this whole intro, despite being already very creative, they're keeping it pretty pulled back, pretty minimal.
I know it's everybody's sin. You got to lose to know how to win. Half my life's in books, written pages. Live to learn from fools and sages.
Oh, God. They are so good. Ooh, boy. Okay. Jeff had a crazy long F1 subharmonic, which pretty exposed. I'd be willing to give our boy Pit Vipers for that. And then it comes in with this like kick snare, already a little dubsteppy, and I have a feeling it might even get more so, just based on what Marwan said. But I want to go back. I want to go back and listen to this again. And I don't know what Lane's doing here. Some kind of crazy sound effect. I don't know if he's going... That sounds pretty close. Might be what he's doing.
How to win.
Yeah, buddy, that isn't the original. That guitar line.
Half my life's in books, written pages. Live to learn from fools,
So we've got what's called a lamenting bass line. Do 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 doom doom. Suggesting that with some variation, but it's when it goes from the 1 flat 7 flat 6 down to the 5, so down to a low C there on the bottom of that line, with a little variation thrown in there. And aside from that, let's check out what's going on in the background parts.
to learn from fools.
Oh, that's cool. There's actually, it's very stripped down. That whole bit that I started there where Ellie was singing, there was no one else singing in the background. And then they came in to join in with words a bit later.
Lives in books, written pages.
Yeah, that's really interesting. So, and that's so smart. Again, it gives them a place to go. It keeps them away from this wall of sound that they can build towards. So you have a soloist singing part of the line in there, and then the rest of the group jumping in to kind of finish the line with them with harmonies or riffs or, I'm sure, continued variation. That's a really cool, really interesting way to take it, and smart. Again, this allows them to create variation and contrast and differences from section to section. Very smart play.
Half my life's in books, written pages. Live to learn from fools.
Nice riff.
Fools and sages.
You know it's true.
All the things you
Yep.
do come back to you. Sing with
Oh, that was a little dubstep teaser. Also, what in the hell was that sound effect? I don't know what Lane just did. Something crazy.
all the things you do come back to you.
I don't know what he's doing there. Maybe a throat bass.
Come back to you.
I mean, it has to be engineered in some way. It's basically just like a pure subwoofer, which you can get that effect from a growl if you edit out. If you do a low pass filter and you just get the bass frequencies, a growl sounds like a subwoofer, but I don't think that's a growl. It doesn't have the other qualities of a growl, so I don't know what he's doing. Someone let me know.
Sing with this, sing for a year, sing for the laughter, sing for the tears. Sing with me just for today. Maybe tomorrow the good Lord will take you away. Dream on, dream on, dream on, dream until your dreams come true. Whoa.
Oh, really, really cool. Really cool. So there, yeah, it is dubsteppy vibes. It really is. And we've got these big powerhouse vocals coming from Ellie, Caesar, and Omar. We've got this crazy perk with the really cool effects coming from Lane. We have, of course, have a rock solid bass line from Jeff. We have a super creative take on this piece so far. Totally doing their own thing, but keeping true to the kind of rock star nature of the original. The biggest difference vocally so far in the solo is that there's much more riffing in this version, which makes sense because, riffing is one way to take original content and put your own spin on it. You quite literally take the original melody and add notes to it. It's a great way to be creative. And I don't think it's overdone, and it fits this kind of, I don't know, it just fits the vibe of this song to have more riffs. It's a little bit more extravagant and kind of out there than the original, and songs that are more extravagant and out there tend to get away with riffing that might normally be overkill otherwise. Long riffs, like full-scale riffs down, that doesn't really fly unless the song already kind of is serving that purpose of being kind of out there and in your face. So it's all good. Everything they're doing is great.
I sing for the laughter, sing for the tears. Sing with me just for today. Maybe tomorrow the good Lord will take you away. Dream on, dream on, dream on.
Oh, I also like how everything cuts out during that riff downwards. And everyone else cuts out for just a split second.
Dream on, dream on, dream on, dream until your dreams come true. Whoa.
Okay, breakdown.
Dream on, dream on, dream on.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So what? I think you went down to an A flat in chest and then switched to an F1 sub. I think the world is still waiting to hear Jeff do a clean F1 chest in a recording. I don't know if that's in his abilities at all, but it probably will be over the next 10 years or so if he keeps training, keeps maturing the voice, let it keep expanding downward. But I think he'll give it to us when he's ready. Right now, G seems to be where he's pretty solid. Like he can do solid takes in the morning down to a G1. But I think the world is waiting on that F to come. Someday your prince will come. Someday the F will come. Let's go back and just hit this quick strip down section where, again, offering contrast, pulling back from all the madness, and then of course, in short order, they get back to this kind of dubsteppy vibe.
Dream on, dream on, dream on.
Hell yeah, brother. I think he took that sub up to a C2. Just getting pretty high for subharmonics, really. But I think he started on an F and went up to a C.
Dream on, dream on, dream on, dream on, dream on.
Do 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 do. Oh, maybe it went to B flat. Oh, did he start a little bit under that F though? Do. It almost sounds like he started on an E flat and like slid up to the F. Yeah. Okay, before we get into breaking down these crazy high belts, yeah, he does a kind of slide move on each one. All the way up to that B flat one there. Really nice bass line. Okay, prepare thyself for high, awesome belting. Look at them. They are ready to let it rip. Beautiful. So there was some harmony happening. I was kind of hoping they'd stack it and take it to like a much crazier level than the original, but it's already a huge, exciting belt. You don't really need to embellish it anymore. Let's see what harmonies are going on there. I think they're up to what, a G? So A flat. Whoa, let's see how high they were going. That might be higher than I expected. I think they're up to some of them are up to A flat and G5, which is oh, what did I do? What? How dare you defy me, computer? We are getting A flat fives. So we're getting A flat and C5, and then B flat 4 and G5. Those are the harmony combinations here. So I think Omar and Caesar were both on the really high stuff. That's what it looked like.
Every time
Two of the three.
I look in the mirror, all these lines on my face getting clearer.
More riffing.
The past is gone.
Oh, so good. So here we got they're finishing it here. How does the original song end? I feel like it ends with instrumental. I don't think it ends with lyrics. I don't remember exactly. It's been a while since I've listened to the original. Okay, so we get this absolutely massive section, and then of course they bring it back in this outro, and I believe we just have one soloist and then ooze in the background, pretty much, just creating a nice soft foundation for that voice to sit on.
Every time.
And no bass, not even close, not even baritone at this first moment.
Am I look in the mirror, all these lines on my face getting clearer.
That was cool. And then there was and the second time they repeated that descending pattern, there was an interesting pitch thrown in. Hold up.
Am I every
So F4.
time I look in the mirror. Oh.
So they started with a flat 7. The first one they went F. You know, lamenting. It's called a lament bass line. Not a bass line in this case, but the same pattern. The 1, flat 7, flat 6, 5, F, E flat, D flat, or C sharp, and then C. And then for the next one, instead of just starting on the F, they started already with a flat 7 in there.
My look in the mirror, all these lines on my face.
A nice little Easter egg there.
The past is gone.
I believe all on an F there, unison.
Is gone.
Yeah, so that's unison, no harmonies there. So very, very, that's as simple as you can finish a song. One pitch, everyone's singing the same pitch in different octaves. really, as always, just very, very well done. Super creative and well executed, and a really cool music video to go along with it. We've got these huge soaring highs from really Ellie and Caesar and Omar, all of them putting out really solid high notes. We have Lane creating this dubstep, Lane and Jeff together creating this kind of dubstep vibe, kick snare, moving bass line. And of course we have Jeff always holding down the bass. And I actually kind of like how the bass in this song was a little bit more understated, which I like. It's the reason why I love Pentatonic so much, is because, when Avi was there, when Matt's there, it's not a bass showcase. It's really serving the music and fitting the bass in just like any other voice to find that balance. And I felt like they did that more with this one than they have with other covers, where sometimes it becomes a bit of a Jeff show, even during the voice play stuff. So it was nice today. It was the spotlight was more evenly spread, which was nice to see, nice to hear. But what an incredible cover. I mean, I always have good things to say about VoicePlay. They always take musical risk, which I respect, and they always execute. Whether or not I agree with the choices, they always execute. But for here, I really liked basically everything they did. So hats off to them. And I hope you guys enjoyed. This is in the morning for me. I'm like trying to sneak this one in, so my energy is a little bit lower today. But even VoicePlay in the morning can get me excited about music and acapella. So there were definitely some very thrilling moments in there for me. Kind of woke me up, which is good. That's it, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. And I already plugged anything in the beginning, so I won't bother you with that again. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.